to Daily Wired. Happy Monday. Today we are going to dedicate this Daily Wired to hashtag 5 for addiction. You can see the hashtag below. Anyway, so you may go to my website and read the story of my good friend Mark. And Mark struggled with addiction a few years back and realized his life was in shambles and needed to make some changes, and he got some help for himself. So that's something addicts sometimes do, is seek help for the wrong reasons. But he got help and he got his life back on track and was actually training for a Spartan race, and his buddy was like, hey, you got to do some burpees, and Mark could do five burpees. That's it. He couldn't do any more physically, mentally. He was just not there. He had been an addict for a while, and he realized, hey, changes really have to be made. So that's where it came from. So Mark started this movement quite a while ago, 5 for Addiction, and brought it back alive again around the holiday time. So I want to dedicate this workout to addiction awareness. And so we're going to do some burpees today. The challenge is just 5 burpees, because anybody can do 5 burpees, right? It's not very many burpees. So what I would like you to do is hashtag 5 for addiction, and also hashtag addiction awareness, and call out some of your friends so everybody can do a quick little video, put it out there, and do 5 burpees. You can do 5 of any style. We're going to show 5 different ones this morning. But I just want to talk about addiction really, really quick. Addiction is, it becomes a disease, because it becomes where it's not really a choice. People don't choose to be addicts, but it happens. It affects millions of Americans, and its devastating impacts go way beyond the life of just the addict. 3.6 million Americans are addicted to drugs. 18.7 million Americans are addicted to alcohol. And millions more are addicted to other things. You could be addicted to shopping, gambling, food, sex. So there's lots of different things. Some people are even addicted to exercise. And addiction happens when the focus of your energy is on obtaining the substance or performing the activity to such a degree that you fail to meet your personal obligations, your social, your family, your educational and professional responsibilities, where you act impulsively and recklessly and continue this pattern of behavior despite the consequences of action. So it becomes really negative. So maybe something that's positive, like exercise, it starts to affect relationships and your life and so forth. So it affects your brain, and then your brain can't help it, and you want to do it no matter what. So if you have an addiction yourself, or know somebody, which most of us do, most of us have been affected in some way, either personally or someone close to you, whether it be a family member or a friend, it's really tough. It's a really tough place to be. So there are a lot of programs out there that can be helpful. Sometimes addicts can help themselves once they make choices and they're really firm and stand strong to wanting to make a change, but a lot of times they need support. So they need people like us out there to support them and be there for them, especially when they're deciding to make those changes. So anyway, be aware and help spread the word, and we are going to do some burpees. Good morning, Jason. Appreciate you being here. Hello there, Susanna. Anyway, so we're going to do some burpees right now. We're going to start with a dive bomber burpee. These are some burpees that I have found during my last few years of doing burpees. So a dive bomber burpee, I'm going to show you what it is. It's a version of a push-up that I've put into a burpee. So I'll show you the dive bomber part first, and then we'll do 5 of them, and then we'll move on to the other types of burpees. So a dive bomber, you're going to start in a downward dog position. So in a yoga position, downward dog. All right, so your butt is up in the air, and you are going to dive down towards your hands. So dive that nose down, bend those elbows, dive down, and come into an upward dog position. Okay, and then reverse it. Roll back over your toes and come back into the downward dog position. That's a dive bomber push-up. Those are great push-ups, by the way. So we're going to turn those into burpees because I happen to believe that burpees are one of the very best exercises in the whole world, and no better way to warm up if you're cold. So those of you that are in cold places, great way to warm up, and they're just plain a great way to wake up as well. So dive bomber burpees. Hands down, up into downward facing dog, dive down, up over your toes, and back up, and that's one. It's a nice stretch too in your back and shoulders. 2. 3. 4. And if you need to, take a moment and stay in that stretch, stay in that position. It feels really good in the morning. 5. All right, so there we go. 5 dive bombers. Next up are diamond. 5 diamond burpees. So a diamond push-up. If you put your fingers together and your thumbs together, make a diamond, okay? You're going to spread your hands out like that, place it on the ground, get back into a high plank, and then you're going to do a push-up to that diamond. So it's really going to work the triceps or the backs of your arms. And get that push-up, chest down to the ground. We're going to turn that into a burpee, okay? So if you're used to doing regular burpees, you have to focus a little bit. All right, so here we go. Make that diamond as you jump back, down to the ground, back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so next up is a plyo push-up burpee. So a plyo, you're going to jump off the ground. So if we're in the push-up position, you can do this several different ways. You go down for your push-up, and when you come up, you're going to jump your hands and your feet off the ground and jump. So you completely leave the ground, okay? So the beautiful thing about plyo is the plyo push-up is that if you fall, you only have a couple of inches to fall, and it's really not that bad. So give it a try. The worst that can happen is that you fall. So a plyo push-up burpee. All right. So get down, get in that push-up, and then you're explosive. When you come up from that push-up, you're going to explode into the air. And I land back down in the push-up. So it's kind of like you're doing 2 push-ups for every burpee, which is great. All right, so that was 1. Down, play up. 2. 3. 4. And 1 more. 5. All right, next up are burpee 180s. And if you have a really good jump, you can do 360s. So a 180, 180 degrees is a halfway turnaround. 360 is a complete turnaround. I'm not quite that good at jumping yet, so I'm just going to do 180s. So I'm going to land facing the other way when I'm done with this burpee. So it's like a regular burpee. Go down, do the push-up, come up. Now when I come up, I'm going to jump, and then instead of going into the air, I'm going to jump and land the other direction. Do my burpee from this direction, push up, up, and then jump the other way, all the way back around. Now my next two burpees, I'm going to want to go the other way so I don't get dizzy. Okay, so down, push up, and 180, up, and stick the landing, 180, and one more. Since we're only doing one, you can go whichever way you want. So those are burpee 180s. And like I said, if you are feeling like you really got a good jump to you and get some air time, you can go all the way around to 360. All right, last of the burpees today is a star burpee. I'm going to see if I have a little more jump in me by now. So I really like these burpees. My knees are not always cooperative, and I don't always get a huge jump. So we'll see. So what we want to do is a regular burpee, and then when we jump, we're going to be in a star position. Okay? It always makes me feel good. Kind of makes me feel like a rock star when I do these burpees. So let's give them a go. Here we go. Down, up, and now the jump, star. Okay? 1, 2, 3. These star burpees take a little more energy to do than a regular burpee. So you got that extra jump. 4, and last burpee, 5. All right, so I've warmed up already this morning. I'm back in Georgia, and it's a little chilly here. My carpet is, yeah, it's still wet. Good news is I'm moving soon, so I'll be out of here to a new place. But anyway, please join the awareness, the movement, and do your 5 burpees, video them, or go Facebook Live on them, hashtag it 5 for addiction, and do any type of burpee you want. If you want, just do regular burpees, that's fine. But get out there, do some burpees, be aware, help somebody out. Maybe it's you, if you need help. There are lots of people out there that are willing to be supportive and helpful, and take some time to read about Mark. Again, his story is on my website. That is wired4life.fitness. So you can find that below the picture here on the post. So welcome Monday with a big smile on your face, and get out there, do something. If it's nothing but burpees, that's all right. Short, sweet, get out there, get your body moving. Have a wonderful day, everybody. I will see you tomorrow. Thanks for joining. Not wanting to go. Facebook's not wanting to leave today. All right.